Hi everyone, I'm Amit Panchmatia from IMS, and today we're going to talk about a very standard question which everybody has in mind. Why is 0 factorial equal to 1? Now we've always heard this. 0 factorial is equal to 1. Now I'm sure a lot of people always had this in mind. Why is 0 factorial 1? Well, now whether you are a student who is in the 10th standard or giving his 12th standard test or preparing for CAT or for any other exam like GMAT, SAT, VBA, all of y'all would have come across this. Why is 0 factorial 1? And you would always have this question in mind. So I'm going to approach this question in two ways and try and just help you understand a couple of things. Let's see what we can do. Let's start with the first thing. What is 2 factorial equal to? So 2 factorial is 1 into 2, which is 2. What is 3 factorial equal to? 3 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3, which is 6. Same way 4 factorial is 24, 5 factorial is 120, 6 factorial is 720, 7 factorial is 720 into 7, which is 5040, and you can go for 8 factorial also, but I think this should be enough to understand. So now if I look at this way, when I'm going from 2 factorial to 3 factorial, I have to multiply by 3, and all of us know 1 factorial is 1, but I'll come to that later. So this is multiplied by 3. When you go here, it gets multiplied by 4, multiply by 5, multiply by 6, and multiply by 7, and so on, so on. So what if I had looked at this whole process in reverse order? Suppose if I had given you 7 factorial first and said 7 factorial is 5040. What is 6 factorial? So what is 6 factorial? It is 5040 divided by 7, right? I would have to divide by 7 and I would get 720. What would 5 factorial be? I would have to divide by 6 and I would have got 120. What is 4 factorial equal to? I would have to divide by 5 and I would have got 24. Now what is 3 factorial equal to? I would have to divide by 4 and get equal to 6, that is. What is 2 factorial equal to? Divide this by 3 and I would get as 2. Continue this. What is 1 factorial equal to? I would have to divide by 2 and I would get 1. Continue it further to reach our answer. What is 0 factorial equal to? You would have to divide by 1. 1 divided by 1 would have again given you 1. And that is how you can reach 0 factorial is 1. So when you look at the whole thing in the reverse order, like a pattern, to reach from 7 factorial to 6 factorial, you need to divide by 7. From 6 to 5, you need to divide by 6, and so on, so on. Obviously, this comes from also n factorial is n into n minus 1 factorial. N factorial is n into n minus 1 factorial. So, if I have to look at, say, 2 factorial, 2 factorial is 2 into 1 factorial, which is 2 itself. But when I look at 1 factorial according to this property, if you know this property, it becomes 1 factorial becomes 1 into 0 factorial, and hence if I want to find 0 factorial, therefore 0 factorial would be 1 factorial, which we know is 1 divided by 1, which will be 1 again. So 2 ways of looking at 0 factorial is 1. Now the third approach which I normally talk about is, just an approach where don't look at it mathematically but look at it logically. Let's say you have 5 friends and you can call either 5 or 0 in different ways. You can call the number of friends for a party. So for example, I'm just going to write it down and just explain it to you. Suppose you had 5 friends and you want to invite them for a party. Now one choice is you could either invite all 5 of them. That's only one way you can do it in. You can call all 5 of them in only one way. Because say your first 5 friends are A, B, C, D, E. These are your 5 friends. So if you want to call all 5, there is only one way of doing it, right? Because there's no choice only. But if you had to call 4 of them, say if you have to call 4 of them, a lot of you would know, and the others who don't know it's okay right now, would know that there would be 5 ways on doing it. So basically you could avoid E, that is one way. A, B, C, D you could call. You could avoid D, you could call A, B, C, E. Then you could avoid C, A, B, D, E, avoid B, A, C, D, E, avoid A. So in each case, you're avoiding different people, and that would be 5 ways. Same way if you're calling 3 friends. Now I'm not getting into the technicality over here. The ones who know it would know that this is 10 ways to do it, right? For the ones who know it, this is nothing but 5C3. For 2 also it will be 10 ways. For inviting one person, suppose you have to call only one person for the party. So that would also be 5 ways. How would that be 5 ways? Because that one person you can call either A or B or C or D or E. You have 5 choices. So that's 5 ways. The important part over here is if you look at this, 5 repeats over here, 10 repeats over here. So with that logic, the 1 also should repeat over here. Yes. When you call 0 people, that's also one way of doing it. You're not calling anybody out of these 5. That's also one way of doing it. So in short, when selection is happening, when you're selecting something, say out of 10 marbles which are available, you have choice of, from 10 you can select maximum 10, but you can also select 0. Selecting 0 is also one way of doing something, and hence that also is a similar logic to saying 0 factorial is 1. Important one, get the mathematical stuff at least, and I hope you understand this and enjoyed this video. Thank you everybody.